Alright, so here we are. This is going to be Typhoon here. This is the Battle Royale. Thank you everyone for joining me. This is WorpeX. We're going to get this match started pretty soon. The lobby's only got 2 of the players in it, so while we wait, I'm going to take a look at this map since it's a very underplayed map in the free-for-all rotation. Typhoon's kind of one of those maps that everyone, I don't want to say forgets about, but it definitely gets overlooked because it's not really that great. It's pretty small. There's not a whole lot going on with it. We want the unit tab there. Not a lot of gold in this map, so your main's got 1400, and then there's the expansion here for each player, and then that's actually expansions over here. I've got a decent amount. Looks like it's 1700. Main gold mines don't have a whole lot, and then we also have these 2 expansions. Oh, these are actually the same. Like, I assume these are also 1700s. Yeah, 1700. So the expansion's actually a decent amount of gold, whereas the main gold mine not so much. So I can get a level 5 charged item here from these revenants. So that's going to be like a Furbolg or something like that. I think you can get a Doom Guard, something of that sort of nature, that kind of creep camp. And aside from that, there isn't even a lot of big creeps on this map. So everything else is oranges. Since we're going to have 4 players on a 6-player map, we're going to see 2 red camps, and that's it. I think creeping these 2 red camps early is going to be good for whoever does it, although it's pretty difficult camp here. These, I want to click on that thing, but it's not letting me. These revenants here can cast Crushing Wave and Frost Armor, which makes it difficult. Here in the game, let me double check. Still only at 2 people, so we're still missing 2. So this is Typhoon. Let's scroll out. It's gonna be an interesting map. I think it's gonna be very, very spawn position dependent. This in the middle here is a mana fountain, so not even a health fountain. So it's gonna be very spawn position dependent, because whoever's gonna get spawned by themselves is basically gonna get 2 free gold mines. If you get surrounded, you're now fighting instead of, and these gold mines are huge. These are, like I said before, these are 1700 gold mines. So getting 1 of those or getting 2 of those is actually going to be more beneficial than even just holding your main gold mines. Since this one's 1400, it's going to get mined out pretty quick in comparison to these in the middle. You're going to need the expansions early. Other than that, I guess spawning down here in one of these 2 spots is going to be very beneficial for, let's say, like a orc player who's going to rely more on the shop, because there's no shop for anyone who spawns up here. Anyone who spawns up here has access to a mercenary camp, which is fucking useless. I don't even think this mercenary camp has anything interesting in it. No, you can't even look. I'd have to look into here. What's in this mercenary camp? Neutral passive. Buildings. Mercenary camp. Where the fuck is it? Am I passing it? Oh, there's more. Sunken runs. There it is. This mercenary camp has got, what has it got in it? Mortal Snarecaster, Makuruka Snapper, Giant Sea Turtle, and a Deep Seer. Deep Seer is not bad. That's really the only thing good, so I can cast Entangling Roots and spawn 2 Lobstrosities, which can wreak some havoc on enemies. But apart from the Deep Seer, which is expensive as fuck and usually not worth getting the time, there's not a whole lot going on. Alright. So definitely going to be better and more beneficial to start near the merchant, as you're going to have to walk to get to it. So that makes this map a little imbalanced in that regard. Again, there's not a whole lot of red camps, so this is going to be a very, very spawn dependent map. These back camps these corner camps, I guess I should say. They spawn a level 4 permanent item, which was actually, oops, I didn't want to do that. Actually, pretty good. I think that would be like a pendant. Oh no, I'm wrong. Yeah, so that's going to get you a ruined bracers, which is awesome. Flute, Orb of the Magi. Might see a Sowie mask. So getting these corner camps is going to be something important to have early to look at. Yeah, that's the news there. Yeah, get my hotkeys. What am I? Control 1 is going to be save replay. It says replay in the top right. This is not a replay. Sorry about that. If you're just tuning in, we're going to tune back into the scene because we're getting close to starting. Last time I checked, there were 3 players. So we're going to get close to starting again. Still in the lobby. Reminder to everyone that this is a Shackled match. We have 5 heroes banned. It's going to be the Demon, Death Knight, Paladin, Keeper of the Grove, Shadow Hunter, Alchemist. So basically there's going to be no undeads here unless someone's really dumb. One player, Magnesium, seems to be going random. I don't know if he's going to change that or not. We'll have to see. We have an orc, human, and a random right now, so maybe that random, maybe that's alien. I don't know the players, so we'll have to... We'll roll with it and see how we see what we think in the game while we're going on. We're still waiting for that 4th player. He's got about 3 minutes. Hopefully Reno is contacting the team because I'm working on the stream right now. Let me advertise my stream real quick. Phone stream, a 15-minute delay. Boom. Cool. Great. Stream advertised. I wish there was like an actual Warcraft 3 Discord. Like, you know, one for everyone. Not just for free-for-all masters. Just like spam it on there. It doesn't exist. It might exist. What was I talking about? So Typhoon. That's what we're gonna be playing here. We'll get started shortly. Still missing 1 player in. Let's see if I can figure out who we're missing. Who are we missing? Not that I'm going to tell everyone, but Typhoon, we've got Magnesium, Pro something something, Plutonium, and it's supposed to be Rhodium. Let's see if we can get that player in. Rhodium. Still waiting on Rhodium. Okay. Message this team. They're running out of time. They're running out of time. We're not told you the game name. Why do you need to know the game name? Literally, alright, whatever. You guys can't see what I'm talking about right now. Okay, so he should be coming to talk to him. Just a matter of waiting. Lickitung. That is the wrong name. Oh. Okay, never mind. We got Lickitung instead of Rhodium. So Lickitung. God, I wish this guy fucking his name was the one not in. Protactinium? Lickitung, Protactinium, Magnesium, and Luteum. Let's guess what we're gonna call them from now on. No Greg, because this map's bullshit. Light blue is not better. Perfect. Now we're gonna get started here. So it looks like we got our 4 players: Magnesium, Plutonium, Protactinium, and Lickitung. 1 Pokemon and 3 elements, which is very interesting. Wow, this music is seemingly very loud. Actually, I should have my headphones on. This is probably not good. Probably should have my headphones on. Didn't realize you were probably getting annoying feedback there. Whatever, no one's watching the stream anyway. Okay. Which is, if I were to say, how do I save replay again? Is it Control 1? Control 1? Aha! Yes. Perfect. Can save replays. I'm not going to remember to save replays, but I can save replays. Great, so you're seeing not too many observers here in the game. That's because we have a new policy in the Free For All Masters League. Because we've been having a lot of issues with games desyncing, one player leaving, or one player leaves like an observer or something, and the game splits off into 2 different games. Wow. We got 1 player with a really, really good start location. As we just went over the map, we now know that the bottom right corner is definitely the better place to spawn because you're close to the shop. And not only is he close to the shop, but he's also by himself. So that's a really, really good spawn for the pink player. I don't know who that is because Q West is currently lagging like crazy. Hopefully he doesn't drop. Okay, good. This is going to be Protactinium, our pink player. He's going to be playing as Orc, so this is actually an awesome spawn for him, as he has a great location here to get to that shop, and he also can access 2 gold mines, which are the 1700 gold mines. These are big in comparison to the main base's gold mine, which is only at 1400. We got an elf player here, currently surrounded. This is Lickitung. Another elf player, Magnesium on the top. Gonna be an okay spawn for him. And then we also have Plutonium picking it up as our human player. So no undeads, as I suspected, because we have Shackles on this map. We're gonna be interesting to see the heroes once they start making them. Shackles, like I said, no Death Knight, no Paladin, no Keeper of the Grove, no Shadow Hunter, no Alchemist. I think someone did play random. And 1 player did play random. I don't remember who it was. I think it was Magnesium.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, it was Magnesium. Got a proxy barracks here. What are we looking at here? Let's start looking at the heroes. We got a Farseer for our pink player. Archmage. We have Paladin's banned, so we got the Archmage is in the game, but no Paladin. We got here Demon Hunter. Might be an early push. I don't know if he sees that he's surrounded yet. And then 2 Demon Hunters. So potentially we're going to maybe see a rush from this blue player here, Lickitung. He might want to take out someone like maybe Plutonium early, so that he can get a better position on the map. Really, this map is going to be coming down to positioning.
A player's forces are under attack.
Magnesium getting this creep camp right here. We didn't actually go over this creep camp. Mostly skeletal orcs. I'm gonna assume it's a better camp than this blue one here. One that the blue one is creeping, which has got the giant sea turtles. So we'll have to see what item drops they get. But definitely more experience here from the mercenary camp. So I think this is actually a real smart move from Magnesium to take this camp here early. He gets a ring regeneration and a manual of health. Farseer, on the other hand, is going to get a replenishment potion, which is a bunch of crap. And Cloak of Shadow, which is a bunch of crap. And a sentry ward for Lickitung. Magnesium already picking up a giant sea turtle from the mercenary camp. It's going to help him creep one of these. Looks like he might go for this one here. But personally, if you picked up that giant sea turtle, maybe you can creep this quick and then go to the top right, as we went over earlier. This has got a real good item. So we might be able to get a good early game. I'm really liking his creep so far, Magnesium. I haven't really talked too much about our... What's his guy's name again? Plutonium. Plutonium, who's got a fast expansion, might be the first one. Oh, no, he's not the first one, as Lickitung already got his up, as well as Protactium. Magnesium's going to be a little late on his expansion, but he's going to put it up around the same time as Plutonium here. We got a bit of a creep jack, Plutonium. I think he's deciding not to do it. And the Orc, see what he gets. Decent item from Lickitung? Magnesium. So we'll see what he gets. Manual health as well. And a ring regeneration. So same items that Magnesium had. Yep. Plutonium creeping up these sea turtles. Alright, where we at? Lickitung. So, there's not a lot of creeps on this map. It's not going to take too long until we see the entire map crept out. We haven't seen anyone take the reds yet. I would expect Magnesium to go for it right now, or you might go for the top right. He's on his way. And for whatever reason, Purple's going to waste his time on this green camp, while Pink is going to take this nasty top or bottom right camp. This is going to be huge. We'll see what he gets. Yeah, Orange is going for it already. These are big camps. Like I said earlier, we went over the items, so there's going to be good stuff dropping from these. And we'll see who gets lucky and who doesn't. It'd be really nice to have a bracers. If this Farseer can get a bracers. Although there's no one dead, the bracers wouldn't help too much. Oh, he loses his Farseer to the creep. Are you kidding me? Not an easy camp, clearly. And I think we might... Maybe Plutonium's going to come and clean this up. All that's left is the Shadowcaster. I can't believe he lost his Farseer to the creep. Farseer is not a tank. Oh, there's still some Tide... Whatever these funks are. Tide Warriors alive here. We'll see if the Archmage dies as well. Archmage is holding up a lot better. He has a Gauntlets of Ogre Strength, which helps. And going to drop a Robe of the Magi, which is exactly what the Archmage wants. Didn't get to see what Magnesium got. Looks like he got Lionhorn of Stormwind, which is okay. Pretty good on an elf. Give him a little bit of extra armor for all his units. Something the elf players usually need. So, Farseer is about to come back up again. We haven't really had a chance to talk too much about Lickitung, who's actually doing quite well right now. He picked up a Makruka Sapper, which is going to be nice for an early game push against Plutonium here. And he's going to try to take out, like I said earlier, he's going to try to take out Plutonium early because he needs to break this surround. Lickitung actually got 2 expansions up already, which is huge. Like I said, the 1,700 camps, or 1,700 mines, you want 2 of those. And he's going to have 2 of them. He wants to try to go for 3, it looks like. Orange is over the top left. We'll just see what he gets. We'll keep tabs on that while Plutonium fights for this expansion. A level 3 Archmage. Naga Sea Witch. You don't see Naga too much in free-for-all. Ooh, and almost having a nice surround. He almost had it, and he lost it twice. And Sea Turtle's not doing a whole lot of anything, but that Demon Hunter is doing a lot of damage. Luckily, these water elementals are going to hold off Lickitung. He gets a Blood Mage second. That's interesting. Also getting a Naga is Magnesium, so we'll have to see what he gets. He might be doing a push as well. Very similar build as Lickitung. What did he get next? Scourge of Bone Shine. Is probably going to sell that. That's not good. Plutonium going bottom left for that creep camp. Been keeping an eye on those because, like I said, good drops. No one has done the red camps yet. There are only 2 red camps, and so far no one has attempted it, but it'd be really smart for the pink player to do that. Look like he's going to try it. Or maybe he's not. He looks like he's turned around and went the other direction. We're still watching purple here creep the bottom left. Really liking the creeping of Magnesium so far, the best. Oh, he doesn't. Does he do it? Yeah, he's pulling the red camp right now. Blue is on. Blue is back onto Plutonium. Absolutely gonna cripple him. Scourge of Bone Chime. So he got a bunch of garbage, and he's probably just gonna leave it there, not even gonna bother selling it. But this is real bad for Plutonium. Although that sapper might fall. It's forcing Plutonium not to get any gold, and that's bad. Deep Lord Revenant is still alive, but he's got a little bit of competition from Protactinium. I've only had to say that name once so far, so Protactinium, I'm not used to it. Ooh, we've got an ancient battle going on. As the Ancient War comes in to try to help Lickitung escape. Kodo Beast is going to fall. Magnesium has the hero level advantage here because that Farseer fell to the creeps early.
The town is under siege.
Deep Lord Revenant. Purple's actually on Blue's expansion, but I kind of want to see what this Deep Lord Revenant drops. If anything interesting happens, I'll move right back over to it. Spiked Collar. Got the experience, though. One of the worst drops you can get on that is a Spiked Collar. Just, the Fellstalkers are just not that good. We're going to lose that Archer there. 3 Water Elementals out, which are already level 2 water elementals and going to be level 5 pretty soon, so that's not looking good for Lickitung. He gets a Panda third, and I think it's Mountain King third for the human. Demon Hunter's got to keep up with this mana here. He's got to keep mana burning this Archmage so you won't get more. Ooh, Blood Mage gets split, but that was a nice use of Banish. We do get another water elemental coming out. Sorceress is going to fall. So Blue is doing a good job pushing him back. We got a battle over here as we got the pink player going after Magnesium. I can't say the pink player's name. It doesn't work out. So 2 really good one-on-ones right now. And he might get it. Oh, he does get it. Just the last second, the Sea Witch falls. And Plutonium is going to take that first battle.
A player's forces are under attack.
Fellstalker's out already. Probably just want to make room in his inventory because they're just not good. It'll help for a nice push here. See if he can get an early jump on Protactinium, who honestly is playing a little poorly in this game. Considering his start location, he should be he should be doing better. He only has one expansion. He should have more than that. He lost his Farseer to the creeps. I think he's going to lose his grunt here.
The player's forces are under attack.
Might lose a couple Wind Riders as well, as pressure is still coming on from Magnesium, who's chasing Protactinium. Another Wind Rider falls. Protactinium is moving all the way into, I don't know where he's going, into Magnesium's base. He's going to try to take out a couple Wisps for whatever reason. I'm not entirely sure what his goal is here. But no defenses for Magnesium, so it's going to allow him to come in here and really take out a lot of Wisps. Although that, considering what he's losing in the process, this almost isn't worth it. Does lose some casters there, and looks like Magnesium's going to get the better of it. He can just reproduce those in no time at all. It won't take long at all. Plutonium getting the Talisman of the Wild, an actual decent drop. So that's one thing I don't understand is why. Oh, terrible TP for Plutonium. He's going to go right into the middle of the Druid of the Claws. Those Druid of the Claws are just going to rip up these mortar teams. Horrible teleport. Luckily he's got the Furbolgs, and Mountain King is about to fall, and just such a bad teleport. But he seems like he's able to turn it around. These Furbolgs are helping. But wow, these Druid of the Claws are just tearing away. Level 4 already for the Demon Hunter. Mountain King down. I think Blood Mage is going to fall next. But Lickitung is losing a lot. Plutonium is not going to hold this expansion this time. And I think Purple's in a real bad position. So is Pink, though. Pink, while we were watching this, Pink did lose his expansion. Was without any contest, so he didn't fight for it. Sorry about that. So he didn't fight for it, but he's got a lot of towers in his main base here. He's sitting at only 200 gold. Hippogriff definitely going to fall there. Plutonium also doing poor as far as gold-wise goes. He's down to 300 gold, but he's going to try and take this expansion here, and he's going to be able to get it because there's no one else in the general vicinity. Because Pink is just doing a terrible job as far as expanding goes. He had the best position to start this game out, and he just is not taking advantage of it at all. And he just walks into the orange team's army, and these Dryads are not going to let these heroes. He's getting a nice surround there. He tries. He does not succeed, but he tries. And it doesn't matter. He doesn't need to get this around, as this Tarn Chieftain's down. And terrible positioning for the rest of his army. He didn't have any gold to do a whole lot, so really, Orange could end him right now. Surprisingly, no air units for really anyone yet. This is a Shackles map, so that's why you're seeing interesting hero combinations, but we did not have a no air unit policy. So I'm surprised we're not seeing any chimeras for either one of these two elf players yet. Oh, we're gonna lose the Demon Hunter! Oh, nice save, just not enough DPS from the human player, as that Demon Hunter is just barely gonna escape death. Wow. For anyone just joining, this is the Battle Royale. Battle Royale is a team competition between 5 different teams. All the matches are anonymous, so that's why you don't know who any of these players are. They got anonymous names, so each one of these players is representing a different team. So 4 teams are currently in a match. One team is not in the match. Right now, Team Shave is the one leading. They've got 65 points. And the other teams are only maybe one win away from either taking first place or tying for first place. So it's a very close competition. All the teams are doing well. This is the second Battle Royale event we've done. The first Battle Royale event was not nearly as close as this one. So we're very close to the end of the competition. Each one of these matches matter. And it's going to come down to the wire for the whole competition. It's going to be real interesting. Battle Royale sponsored by the Free For All Masters, as you see in the top left. Feel free to visit our website. All the replays and results and everything are all posted there if you want to, learn a little more about it. Let's see, we got Plutonium a little more aggressive. He's got a 67 food army, again only on one expansion. Actually, no, this one did finish, so he did get a second expansion up. So Blue not pushing his advantage in that last fight, I think might cost him. He's at 100 food, also no gold, which is really bad. 100 food, though, against 75 food. Theoretically, the blue player should win this. He should just get in there and start taking shit out. A couple chimeras, he's waiting for a little bit more of an army before he decides to roll in. Another 2 more chimeras coming. He's definitely ready now. Siege Engine might fall first. Would be the smartest thing to do to take that out. Human player trying to get it positioning behind. And yeah, the Siege Engine's going to fall. So this is 100 food versus 75 food. And Plutonium is just getting absolutely devoured by these chimeras. Panda's going to hit level 3 here. Water Tarns are going to fall. So we do have a metamorphosis attack going on to these watchtowers from Magnesium. Magnesium's got the biggest lead in the game right now. He's got 5,000 gold. Everyone else is flat broke. Magnesium's mostly just been toming the pink player, and he hasn't really gotten a whole lot of kills, but he also has lost very little. Just took down the Farseer. And I think that's going to do it for the pink player. 2 players going to fall at once, maybe. So you have to see how well both of them hold up, but neither one's doing good. Down to 66 food for Plutonium. Sea Witch falls on the other side of the map. Demon Hunter at level 5, he might fall! Real close, but he got staffed away by the Naga Sea Witch. And Archmage is going to go behind, going to staff away the Mountain King. And it looks like the purple player is holding fairly well, all things considered. I mean, 75 food versus 100. He's doing a decent job holding, but he's losing a lot in the process. He's going to have trouble recovering even if he does hold off. These Siege Engines might be able to pick off a Chimera. And they do force Lickitung to teleport. So it will hold, but he's in a bad position. He only has 1 expansion. What's going to be good for the human player is because we did lose the pink player in this match. I think he's going to lose or leave pretty soon. It's going to turn into a 3-way. They might shift their sights on Magnesium and piece up. If they piece, that'll give purple a chance to come back and rebuild. And looks like Protactinium is going to try to get these guys to team up against orange. I don't think that Lickitung is going to give up. He's got his sights set. He does not want to be surrounded, and I get that. That's the worst thing to happen. Although he's making advantage of his surround position. He's got both expansions, but you don't want to be surrounded in a 3-way. Just don't want to be surrounded in a 3-way. Another retreat for the blue team, or blue player. I think Protactinium is trying to get some peons out to rebuild somewhere, but this map is not a rebuild map. You can't rebuild here. The problem with that is you can't build on water. Because you can't build on water, you really can't rebuild anywhere that is safe. So really you have to build, if you're going to rebuild, you got to rebuild in someone else's base, which is going to cause problems. So I think despite the fact that he wants to rebuild, I don't think he can. Orange now has 3 expansions. Looks like he's trying to put up a 4th, and I don't think Lickitungue's going to let him.
A player's forces are under attack.
Protactinium down to one base, or one building. Just that barracks there. Really good position for Magnesium right now. He's exactly where he needs to be. Although he really should be taking out this barracks here. I don't know why. Like, he just didn't see it. I don't know if he just didn't see it or if he just ignored it. He might have just wanted to take out that Ancient Protector so he can get this expansion up safely. And that puts him up. That puts him up 4 expansions, and these other guys are barely holding on to 1. Especially considering he did that. He defeated Protactinium under 100 food, so he was at 80 food that whole time, which is why he's at 7k, and these other guys have no gold. Lickitungue is at 80 food right now as well, but he's on 2 bases, or 2 expansions, and he's been at 100 food for the vast majority of this game. So finally picking up his 3rd hero, Magnesium, gets the Priestess of the Moon. I don't know if he picked that up a long time ago or if it just has done nothing all game. Magnesium is picking a fight here. I don't know why. Look at interesting fight. So these Dryads will make quick work of the Chimeras, but a bigger army right now for Lickitungue, so he's definitely going to win this battle here and force a teleport from Magnesium, which is going to help Magnesium, I think, in the long run, because if they think that Magnesium's weaker than he actually is, they may not go for him. And Lickitungue he might be going on purple again, which would be in Magnesium's favor. Everyone wants to expand here. Magnesium might not be able to hold this. So not only is there a Tree of Life, but we also have militias coming in from Lutonium. I think you better cut your losses there, Lutonium. You're not going to get that one. Lickitungue's got his whole army. Magnesium definitely not going to keep this expansion. He's going to cancel his wisps. So right now, Lutonium does need a couple more farms. He can't go up to 100. Looks like some pressure might be coming on to Magnesium now. I don't know if he's building or if he's up to 75 food, but we got Lickitungue coming on now. He's not going to be able to get into time. Tries to teleport into this expansion, does not get it. So we're down to a 3-way, which makes things interesting because we got a lot of 3-ways end in one player getting teamed. So right now, usually it goes back. Oh, this Demon Hunter has been getting so lucky all game. All these Demon Hunters need some Piraps. They just need health. They're getting focused hard quick. A lot of 3-ways, what they'll do is it's going to be usually teaming back and forth. You'll team someone until they're weak, and then you'll switch to the strongest player, team that person, and it kind of goes around in a circle like that. And generally, if there's a long enough 3-way, it'll go until all that's left is heroes, and there's a base race and hero arena, and it's one of the more exciting parts of free-for-all when that happens. but damn is it stressful when you're playing. Because you got to be fast and you got to be smart. So right now it looks like Plutonium is going to try to take this 4,000 gold that is left from our pink player that died. I forget his name already. From the pink player that died.
The player's forces are under attack.
Magnesium back up to 80 food. He's at 2 expansions just like everyone else. But lucky for him, he did mine out a lot of these two. Well, this gold mine, I don't think he mined too much of this one. Did mine out a lot of this one, so he definitely has a big advantage. He's at 9k. The rest of these guys are trying to catch up, but neither one of them any close. 1,200 for Lickitung, and he's at 3 bases right now.
The player's forces are under attack.
Might see a period of inactivity. This is right when the 3-way starts. Generally what will happen is everyone will sit back and mine. It happens very frequently. They kind of will do a little bit of a test on the strongest player that took out someone else, see if they can weaken him a little bit, and then they'll kind of sit back and try to mine, especially because that's exactly what the purple player and the blue player need right now, is to sit back and mine. Yeah, they're not going to fight here. Would not be smart. Neither one of them have gold. Neither one can compete with orange. Orange is going to go in for a fight. Really, he should probably be at 100 food. Nah, maybe not. Magnesium is going to go in and try to take out this expansion here. And it looks like no contest. So no one's able to hold this gold mine. No one's been able to mine very much of anything from it. Only 300 gold is... 1,000 gold's been mined from it. Barely. 800 maybe. Lickitung is going to go on Magnesium's expansion, but that one's got very little gold left. So I don't even know if Magnesium's going to want to take... It's not even worth trying to defend this because it's close to his base, so he can just go and take that back whenever he wants, first of all. Second of all, he's already mined the vast majority of that. So Magnesium and Lickitung got to trade bases there. Neither one of them really wanting to fight, but they did want to kill each other's expansions. That's definitely going to help Plutonium, who's going to catch up in gold quick. He's at 2k right now. He's mining 3 expansions. Lickitung trying to take this back, and Magnesium trying to take that back as well. So right now, a whole lot of nothing going on. Trying to look at everyone's predictions for the players. So a lot of people are predicting that the pink player that died was Feta. Although I don't know, I can't confirm or deny that.
The player's forces are under attack.
And everyone's saying that Trunkz is in this match, although I don't know which one he would be. I guess, and everyone has been saying blue, but I don't think Trunkz is blue. Triple staff, not Trunkz like. So High Tech trying to make some predictions as well. What was his prediction? Trunkz is in the game somewhere, I think. Bit of sitting around right now. Not a whole lot to talk about. Interesting map. Kind of a map that does have a lot of action early game. Because there's not too much in the way of gold, I think the action is going to stall out. at this point in the game, because everyone just sort of wants to take whatever they can. Interesting thing is that no one is mining at 80. Or, sorry, no one's mining at 50, so really no one's getting any advantage from doing this, because Magnesium's also mining in the same way as everyone else. Also mining at 80 on 2 expansions, although he did lose the 1, did get down to just 1 at the moment, which is giving a bit of an advantage to Plutonium as he's caught up to 4K, which is not a whole lot of gold still. Will allow him to rebuild back to 80, maybe, depending on how much he loses. Lickitung still only 2K, which is not good. Lickitung going on attack here. Doesn't look like it. He wanted to go to that Fountain of Mana, but looks like he's forced to back off because Magnesium's hanging out around there. So Magnesium currently is the best heroes, in my opinion. We got a level 7 Demon Hunter, which he's got a bunch of circlets. Personally, I would want Piraps of Vitality. Oh, we might lose this Blood Mage. I don't know. He's not going for it. I would have taken that kill. Weak. I'd have taken that kill. Free Blood Mage kill. Would have pissed off Purple, though. But I don't think Purple would have done anything about it. Nice balance of hero levels on Lickitung's side, as he's got a level 5 Demon Hunter and 2 level 4 Pandas and Nagas. Unlike Magnesium, who has got a level 1 Priestess of the Moon, which is pretty useless right now. Magnesium making sure he stays under 80. Plutonium probably has the weakest heroes right now, and a level 5 Archmage and 2 level 3s, so he's not too far behind, but he definitely has to stay back a little bit. He's caught up the most gold wise, as he's at 5K. Magnesium's hitting 10K now. High Tag revealing is he revealing his player there? The Great Wall being purple. So I guess purple's the Great Wall. High Tag reveals his own player. I guess that takes him out of being Trunkz and leaves one of these two to being Trunkz. I actually know who it is, but so the Great Wall. It's purple. Everyone's sort of dancing around each other, like, you know, they want to make a move, but they don't want to make a move. They don't want to be the first person to make a move. That's where the Talon's going to survive with just a little bit of health left. No one wants to be the one to make the move. First person to make the move generally gets fucked. Because when you make a move, for instance, if purple makes a move on blue, now orange is doing a whole lot of nothing, so you get fucked. So you don't want to be the one to make the move first. And on the same note, you don't want to be the one attacked first. You want to be the guy who's sitting there doing nothing while everyone else is attacking. And this is why we have a lot of teaming going on in three-way matches. Because it allows two people to go up against one person, and then, you know, they'll flip sides, and it keeps everything very balanced. It's sort of just the dynamic of free-for-all. This is what happens when you have 3 players left. Because everyone's smart. At this point, when you're here in the free-for-all Masters, you know how to play free-for-all. It's not playing on ladder where you've got one person who is just running around killing whatever he sees. Everyone here is smart. Everyone knows what to do in a free-for-all match. When everyone knows what to do, you kind of keep things balanced and even, because you don't want to give anyone an advantage. At the same time, you don't want to concede an advantage for yourself. So things become very even and back and forth. That's why you're going to see a lot of stalling like this in a professional free-for-all match like this. You're going to see kind of just like hanging out, doing nothing, because no one wants to concede or lose. They don't want to be the one to make that first move, because generally that will screw you over. It also make enemies as well, especially in a 3-way match. You don't want to make enemies. So, they're letting Magnesium mine out this expansion over here, which actually was a starting location, but they might let him mine out that. So he mined on 3 gold mines for the last couple minutes. He's going to mine this one out pretty soon, and he's going to be left with just this. I think most of the gold mines are going to start falling within the next couple of minutes. QS saying zTsoso's playing. zTsoso's usually a human player.
A player's forces are under attack.
So zTsoso must be off racing, and he's either blue or orange.
The town is under siege.
By zTsoso, we're talking about the player named zTsoso. He is a former Free-For-All Masters champion.
A player's forces are under attack.
And we got the blue player going after... We got the blue and orange player going after each other right now, so Magnesium might definitely going to lose this expansion. I don't know if he's going to lose... He's not going to lose anything in the process, so... Magnesium loses his expansion, but already has a Tree of Life in position to take it back over again. Lost nothing. Alright. A net loss. At the same time, Magnesium is working on taking out this Tree of Life, while the Wisps try their hardest to heal it up, but that's going to be actually probably not going to help him. He's probably just going to lose more gold than he's going to gain from doing that.
Forces are under attack.
Gold mine's still at 14,000, so it's worth it to try to keep it. Blue is going after his main base, though. Smart move from Blue is he's going to go after the Tree of Eternity from Magnesium, and that is going to save this Tree of Life in this expansion. So interestingly enough, Magnesium is choosing to go with a only ground army, which is actually a very good choice, as Dryads are very strong against Chimera. And they're also very strong against primarily Siege Engine army, as well as
Player's forces are under attack.
Sorceress army. So, very smart move in my opinion from Magnesium to choose that. But it looks like we're gonna see a lot of aggression from the blue player, as he's stuck in a really poor position. Like I said earlier, you don't want to be stuck in a 3-way surrounded. And the reason for that is you're in the way. No matter what you do, you're in the way. If purple wants to attack blue, he's got to go through you. Oh, I think he might have saved that just in time. Yeah. Purple has to go through blue to get to orange. And the same is vice versa. Orange needs to get through blue to hit purple. So you don't want to be stuck in 3-way. You can walk around them fine, but generally when you're the closer player, it's a lot easier to get to you. And in turn, you're going to be hit more often. Just what happens in a free-for-all, and it makes a lot of sense. So you don't want to be stuck in that 3-way, and that's why you saw Lickitung going after hard to break the 3-way, or break the surround, I should say, early on in the game. It was not successful in doing so, and it let purple rebuild and come back into the game. And right now purple's just going to hang out, and I don't know if he's hoarding. He should be hoarding. If he was scouting this properly, he would be hoarding, I would think, but he's not. Hoarding would mean dropping to 50 gold, or 50 food, and mining out, but you know what? With the amount of gold left, I guess this really would not have been smart. Mr. Sweets was the player who was eliminated early on. That was the pink player, who I forgot the name of. Yeah, so a bit of a shame that that Mr. Sweets got taken out so early, but he had everything going for him. He had best start location. He really should have been able to hold and play better than that. It was just a lot of poor play on his part. All the luck was on his side, but Magnesium, building his expansion back. He does not want to concede more gold to the rest of these players. And I don't blame him. He's got such a large advantage gold-wise. You don't want to let these other guys get back in the game. And he kind of is doing that. Lickitung is very slowly moved his way up to 8k, and that's going to be the maximum amount that he's going to get. No more gold left on the map after that. And Lickitung basically in the same boat. He's going to also hit 8k. Whereas Magnesium, if he can hold this, which would honestly, if he knew gold counts, which obviously you don't know, would be in his advantage to go to 100 and hold that expansion so no one else can get it. Lickitung going to go after this bottom expansion here. He's going to take it out, and it looks like Lickitung... I don't know what Lickitung's trying to do. He's going to go for the middle expansion of Orange. So Orange is going to have to run back to his expansion to try to save his own. He's not going to do it. Ooh, smart move. Chimera's going after the main base. See, this is the reason why ground armies just are really not that viable in free-for-all. Doing these hit and runs, I mean, Orange has got a great army right now for what's going on in this match. Problem is, in free-for-all, you're going to see a lot of hit and runs like this, or you could see a lot of hit and runs like this. And especially with Chimeras, you can kind of dance around these Dryads and do a lot of damage to bases. And base racing is a viable way to win a free-for-all match. May not be a viable way of winning a solo game, or even a 2 versus 2 team match, but it's a viable way of winning free-for-all. And Dryads do not help as far as base racing goes. So it would be smart for Magnesium, he's doing it. It would be smart for Magnesium to take a couple of Hippogriffs and protect his border here so that he doesn't keep getting attacked in that manner. Magnesium taking this expansion down here. I think Lickitung is going to try to take it back again as well. But Plutonium's at 100, so it's going to be interesting to see what he does, because now he becomes a factor. Now that he mined out his gold mines, this one's empty, this is dry, he's at 9k, and that's the max that he's going to get to. I don't know how he's at 9k. I thought he must have sold some stuff. I don't know how he's at 9k. I must have been looking at someone else. Orange getting in position. He's only at 80 food. We also have 80 food for Lickitung. Ooh, 70 food for Lickitung. So really, if Orange engages right now, and that's what Orange needs to do. He doesn't have an army that can hit and run blue effectively. And he does have the Sea Witch and all that, but like I said before, oh, he does have air now. These Dryads are almost a liability when it comes to hit and run. Although they're great for slowing, they're not going to help in base races. Lickitung going after Magnesium's expansion here. This is great for Purple. Purple's just sitting back and watching. Doing his own thing. TP Force. I don't think Plutonium lost it. Or Lickitung lost anything. He did not. Lost only a teleport, which is something you can get back. Magnesium still a level 1 Priestess of the Moon. Really, you don't need anything more than a level 1. I mean, it's nice to have better, but what you need is the Owl Scout. And a level 1 Owl Scout will do the trick. Level 3 Owl Scout's obviously better, but it's what he wants for the hero is the Owl Scout. Getting to level 2 would be good so we can get some True Shot aura, though. Just tuning in, this is the Battle Royale on Typhoon. All these players have anonymous names so that no one knows who is who. The reason we don't want anyone knowing who is who is so that we don't have anyone suiciding particular teams. So this is a team battle, team match. Each team has 8 players. And basically at the end of the event, whichever team has the most wins is victorious. We have 5 teams. Returning. This is the second Battle Royale. The returning team of Ravenclaw is also in the event. They're currently, or they were the champions in Battle Royale 1, I should have said. They're currently in the event and currently not doing that well. They're in last. I don't know if they're in last, but they might be. They're at the bottom, so they got some catching up to do to Team Shave, which is in first place with 65 points.
A player's forces are under attack.
Big battle going on right now as we have Lickitung versus Magnesium, and these hippogriffs are going down quick. They're just targeting the chimeras. Really, as far as Orange goes, he doesn't really care too much if his hippogriffs die because he's got the Dryads as well. A one-on-one fight like that, Dryads are really good. Lickitung going 100 food. While while we're watching that, we had Lutonium steal this middle expansion. We got Dryad with 1 health. I'm surprised he's not sending that back to heal. Would not be smart for Orange to hit right now because we got a 90 food blue team. He's probably going to build up to 100. Has he got anything more building? Nothing. No, I don't. There's no reason to sit at 90, so he should be pumping more or killing. Plutonium also at 90 food. So Magnesium kind of struggling a little bit at this point. The other players definitely came back in. They both have gold. Lickitung currently at 5.5k. And Lutonium at 8.4. So they both have gold now. So it's no longer a one-man show. Magnesium with 13k, still the most gold, but he had the best position at one point. He really, it's tough to win a 2 versus 1, and he decided not to go for it, which let the other 2 players come back into the game. It was a smart move. He would not have won a 2 versus 1. Blue might lose this Chimera here. It looks like it's going to get staffed just in time by the Naga. And Blue is going to push 89 food into Magnesium's base. So Magnesium coming in from behind, and that Sea Witch is going to get focused early. He's going to pop a protection, and a Tree of Eternity might fall. It's definitely going to fall. Tree of Eternity falls, and a teleport is out. Lickitung, all he's doing is base racing. I think Magnesium's getting pissed. So this is what I was talking about. You don't want to make enemies in a 3-way. Why don't you make enemies in 3-way? Because this is what's going to happen. Blue is currently making an enemy with Orange. Orange and Blue are probably going to suicide each other. And by suicide, I mean they're just going to drain their resources on each other. While Purple is just going to sit back and steal the win at the last second. That's currently the way the game is going. I mean, these 2 players could obviously wake up and realize that they're doing something wrong, or Purple could waste it. But at the current moment, that's the way the game's going. I don't really know what Purple's doing. He's got a really weird army when fighting these guys. Yeah, but Mass Chimera, you don't want mortars. And it looks like Purple is going on the Mass Chimera person. This army would be much better against the Dryads, but he's not going for that person. He's going for the guy with Mass Chimeras. So, okay. So Purple, instead of sitting back and letting the game just fall into his hands, which is what would have happened if he just didn't attack, he's going to go on Blue, and we're going to have a 100 food battle. Both Purple and Blue at 100 food. Though I do like the army of Purple right now, as he's got a real good situation going on. He's got all these siege engines with inner fire, and they are starting to shred the air units of Lickitung. Mountain King almost falls. And here come the Chimeras, finally doing some damage. They're in position. They weren't in position before. Mountain Giants have some trees, so they'll do a little bit of damage. Lickitung claiming to be dead, but I think he's going to win this fight eventually. And the Mountain King is going to get staff back. Chimera's trying to get into position. They're a little too close to the siege engines. They need to be moved around to the tree line and just start wailing on the back. That's what they should be doing, but they're not. And right now, they're just getting devoured by the blizzard and the siege engines. So just poor micro right now for the elf player, and we might lose that Naga Sea Witch. We won't fall. 79 food for Plutonium, as he's doing a very good job of keeping his stuff alive, and his micro just is much better in this fight than what we're seeing from Lickitung. This might be the end of the game for Lickitung. Oh, he's moving these hippogriffs too close to the siege engines. Mountain Giant might fall soon, and look, Plutonium is going to get out of there. But not before he loses a Spellbreaker. And looks like another siege engine as well. So Lickitung is going to save himself, but he lost a lot. He's down to 60 from 100, and he lost a bunch of buildings in this area. I don't know how he's going to come back from that. He only has 4K, so it's going to be... He needs to basically just hang out. You don't want to use too much of this 4K, because if he loses a hero, you need to be able to revive him. I mean, you can use a little bit, try and build a couple more Chimeras for a base race at the end of the game, which is what I think he needs to start hoping for. Magnesium sitting at 72 food. He should be building a little bit more, if you ask me. So these mortar teams, none of them died, which you would have expected to happen when you fight against a mass Chimera guy, but none of them died. Really, it was just great positioning for Plutonium. He kept the siege engines in the front, as well as the heroes and the inner fires all in the front, and kept Blue from being able to get around to the back side with the slow from the Priestess and the blizzards from Archmage. So he did a really good job of just zoning Blue, and just didn't let Blue get around to the back side to take these mortar teams out, and allowed the mortar teams to just destroy buildings while the siege engines dealt with keeping the air back. So really good positioning for Plutonium. His best fight so far in this game, so that might give him a chance of winning this. Although he's at 7K, and Magnesium did steal his expansion during that fight. Blue's back up to 80 food, and he is not going to give up until he gets an expansion. Magnesium was totally okay with leaving his Tree of Life here, but Blue's not okay with Magnesium mining this out. He's going to try to defend it, but it is 70 food versus 80 food, so I don't think that Magnesium's going to win this fight. Although Magnesium is primarily Dryads again. Might be able to pick off a Chimera, does not do it. He'll probably kill this Tree of Life as well.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, I think Blue is suiciding right now. He's going for Orange's main base. Really going to give a huge advantage to Purple. Ancient Wars at this point in the game are kind of useless, so I wouldn't have been too concerned if that had fallen. But they're a nice defense. So at this point in the game, I think everyone knows that Orange is the Trunkz player, and Blue is zTsoso, doing an off race. So, I don't know what Orange wants to do right now. He's clearly not going to be allowed to expand down this bottom left. Lickitung's not going to let him do that. I should say zTsoso is not going to let him do that. Nice job of canceling all those before the Panda's able to get in. I personally would have lost at least one or two of them. But I think he got them all. So good job there. Purple's gonna sneak in there. Right after that one's killed, he's gonna sneak in there and try to take this 6k, but I don't think Blue's gonna let him. Blue's... he's in such a tough position. He's in such a tough position, but I don't think he's playing it right. I think with where he's at, with the amount of gold he's got, he just needs to hang out, and he needs to... what he needs to do is either start building a couple of tree lives all over the map and kind of conceding his main base, because he's not going to win at the rate he's going. No one's going to let him expand down here, and even if he does, I don't think 6k is going to help him, and he's not even going to get 6k. He's going to get maybe 4k from this. It's not going to get him the win of the game. The amount of gold he's going to lose trying to fight for it is just not worth it. So he needs to prepare for a base race at the end. So he should be building some chimeras, getting some Tree of Lives, and setting himself up to win a base race. But he's not doing that at the current moment. Orange, on the other hand, I do like his army for fighting against Blue, but he needs to get some chimeras in that army, because he's not gonna kill. Well, I mean, really, it's honestly, it's not bad against Plutonium either. The only problem is these mortar teams are gonna shred the Dryads. Maybe you get some bears in that. If you put some bears in there, a bear Dryad army might be pretty good against what Plutonium's got. There's actually a decent chance that Magnesium lets Lickitung mine this here. Since Magnesium has an expansion here, he might just be like, alright, whatever, just take it. I'm gonna mine mine. You mine yours. The wild card is gonna be Plutonium, who's not gonna. I don't think Plutonium wants either one of these two to mine, because he's not mining. Blue picks a fight with Purple, which is not smart. And see, this is the problem. This is why being surrounded in a three-way is bad. And this is why, and Blue was smart. He played smart at the beginning. He had a more difficult opponent. Oh, that Mountain King did not TP. That Mountain King's gonna fall. Blue was smart. He played smart in the beginning. He's tried to take out and break the surround. That's what you need to do. You can't be surrounded in a three-way. He knew it. This is what happens when you get surrounded in a three-way. You get double teamed. You make enemies, and sometimes you don't make enemies on purpose. You're just in the way. So you make enemies, and everyone just hits you, and then you just get put in a really tough position. But sadly, his opponent, Plutonium, was significantly better than the Orc player in the bottom right. And the Orc player fell way quicker than Lickitung wanted, forcing him into the three-way situation that is absolutely awful for him. He's got to play this right if he wants to win. And it's going to be basically winning a base race. I think that's his best shot at winning, because he's not going to be able to build an army to win, considering Magnesium's at 12k. So he needs to base race, and they need to team Orange. With that said, I don't think Purple really knows what's going on in this game. He's been attacking Blue, which is not the right move, because Blue is he's not out of the game, but he's not the strongest player. Strongest player right now is Magnesium, or Trunkz, which is the player's name. And that's the guy that they should be going after. But that said, they don't know gold counts. It's nice being the observer. You can kind of see everything. Blue's starting to realize, he said in chat, never team, or we have to team orange. Purple saying the same thing. So, looks like they are starting to come to the realization that they need to take orange on. He's the guy that has mined the most gold, and I don't know if they've... I wasn't really reading the chat too hard, but I don't know if that's what they're talking about. That they probably realized that he had a free tome, that he's mined the most. If they're scouting well, they'd have seen that. Orange trying to do some counter manipulation, so this is kind of what's going on right now. It's the point in the game where, and I talked about it earlier, where it's you don't want to be the one to initiate in a three-way situation. And the reason you don't want to be, we talked about that and why you don't want to do that. I completely lost my train of thought there for a second there. What was I talking about? Oh, so what they're talking about in chat here is, this is where the manipulation really is going to come into play. And manipulation is going to be the chat, basically attacking via chat. And it sounds weird, but it happens, and it's a part of free-for-all. Attacking via chat is called manipulation. So what these guys are doing right now is they want to basically talk about who they want to attack and weaken. So blue and purple have kind of come to the conclusion, they're like, well, orange is the strongest. Neither one of us can win a one-on-one match against orange. We need to weaken orange a little bit so that he's on our level. That's what they're saying. Orange, on the other hand, he knows that they're conspiring against him. He needs to do some counter manipulation. So he's counter manipulating back, and he's saying, hey, well, he just said right here, he said he's broke, which is a flat-out lie. And honestly, his lie was terrible. He said he's at 55k, and these other guys are looking at less gold than that. So that's actually, he doesn't even realize how low these guys are in gold. He actually may have just shot himself in the foot there. But anyways, he's doing some counter manipulation to, instead of having those guys attack him, he wants to attack purple because he says he can't deal with mass teleport. That's what he had said earlier. And so basically, right now, that's what's going on there. They're conspiring to fight against orange, and orange is trying to get the attention away from himself and divert it. His goal is to try to avert it to purple, doing some counter manipulation. I don't think he's succeeding though. It looks like blue and purple are pretty content, and I think orange might have shot himself in the foot by saying his fake gold count. But he used his fake gold count as 5.5k, which is still more than the other two players. So he may have shot himself in the foot there. And a lot of times in free-for-all, when someone says their gold count, Magnesium going in for a fight against both players at once at 70 food, this is going to be a rough fight. He's going to aggro the purple or blue team, and he's going to get surrounded. A lot of times in free-for-all, when someone says they're gold, they're lying. They're lying. And some players have built a reputation around not lying about their gold counts. There's definitely some players who have done that, but most of the time, if you're going to say you're gold in free-for-all, or you see someone saying they're gold in free-for-all, double it. And that's probably closer to what their gold count is. Fairly accurate in Magnesium's case. He said 5.5k, would have been around 11k. So, as we mentioned earlier, these Dryads getting eaten up by the mortar teams. Magnesium does need to change his army. As he's down to 50 food. He's down to 50 food, and this is honestly, what you're seeing right now is he's still maniping. He's not dead. He's talking in chat as if he is dead. He's not dead. What he wants is blue to realize, oh hey, orange just lost a huge fight, and I think it's working now. Orange just lost a huge fight. That means purple is clearly leading. So he's trying to get orange or blue to go on. I keep saying orange. He wants blue to go on purple. So orange is kind of like pretending that he's weaker than he actually is. So Magnesium can easily get back up to 100 food right now, but he may or may not want to do that. I don't know why he's building archers. He may or may not want to do that. He could build chimeras. He's not doing it because he wants blue to think he's weaker than he is. And it seems to be working. I think blue is starting to come around on the idea of it in purple, just from reading the chat here. he's going mounted hippogriffs. Oh, that's exciting. I don't think I've seen this in at least 4 or 5 years. He's got hippogriff riders. Literally the most useless unit in the game. Well, not the most useless, but it's pretty rare to see. Pretty cool to see, though. The problem is we only have level 1 True Shot Aura, which is not good if you want to do this. You need level 3 True Shot Aura for that extra damage. Right now they're going to tickle a little bit when they hit somebody. Blue has mined out most of this expansion here, but it looks... Oh, I can't tell. Oh. I thought purple might have gone to start a fight with blue there, but he didn't do it. Purple already knows. Purple knows that it's Trunkz that's orange. He sees the hippo archers. I don't know what he's doing with his chat here. Just capitalizing random letters for no apparent reason. Lickitung sitting at 4.2k gold, Plutonium 2.5k, and we've got 11k for Trunkz. This is the orange player. This is the Great Wall. Purple's Great Wall, and blue is zTsoso. They've all been revealed by their team at this point, or people have figured it out. So you all know, you all that are watching can know, since I've revealed it. I don't think blue and purple realize they're fighting each other here, but they are. As both players just descend on each other accidentally. Purple in a horrible position, gets caught out of position there, and he's going to lose a couple of priests, but not a whole lot, as blue has to back off. Hippogriff riders coming in. Metamorphosis does a lot of damage to siege engines, I'll tell you that much. Probably because of the chaos damage. And Plutonium is actually losing a decent amount of his army here. Magnesium trying to bait the Mountain King out. Oh, a nice potion of invulnerability. Almost gets the kill there. Mountain Giant's coming from behind. Oh, a nice 4. Oh, tanks around there, but it didn't really matter because Mountain Giants, they don't die. Banish, honestly, is not really helping too much. Interesting that he's been getting banished, but it actually does, when you banish double damage to magic spells, that actually allows the Sea Witch to really do a lot of damage. Magnesium kind of letting his Mountain Giants fall because they're really just costing him food at this point. So Magnesium, still trying to get, I keep saying a player's names, but Trunkz is still trying to manipulate blue to attacking purple. And he's going to be doing it at the expense of his own base. he does not want to. He doesn't want to use all his gold, and I don't know if he's got a plan for the rest of his gold. He really should be building something, or at least. Because if Blue's not falling for the manipulation here, it's a dangerous tactic, dangerous game that Trunkz is trying to play right now. If Blue doesn't fall for the manip, then Magnesium or Trunkz is put in a horrible position. Really, he should have just built an army and fought, but just wasn't what he wanted to do. Purple did teleport. I'm not entirely sure why, but he did. Purple wants Team Blue. Interestingly enough, he had Trunkz on the ropes, but I guess he must have felt that he can't beat zTsoso in a one-on-one situation. So now he wants to switch attention to Blue to kind of even out Blue, at least in his mind. As observers, we can clearly see that Purple or Orange is still technically the strongest player. He doesn't have the strongest army at the moment, but he's got 11k gold and the best heroes. Actually, I don't think I can say he's got the best heroes anymore. We do have an Archmage level 6 and Mountain King level 4. It's I don't know. I think Blue might have the best heroes at this point, so maybe it would be, I'm not going to say better to Team Blue, but I can understand why they would want to do it. And he did mine out over here too, so Blue's in a much better position than he was 15 minutes ago. Purple on the move here. He's at 80 food now, so anything he loses now is honestly, it's going to be it's not going to be rebuilt. He only has 2k, so he's in a tough position. He's got the strongest army, I would say, but he doesn't have the resources to sustain it. Blue is sitting at 100 food with a little under 4k, which is good. But obviously it's not Magnesium's level. I don't like that Trunkz is just trying to manipulate to win the game. I don't like that Trunkz is trying to manipulate to win the game. He's got 11k. He should just use it and kind of pressure these other players and just slowly whittle them down. He's got enough gold. He's the only one that has enough gold to sustain the army that they have. I'm surprised they let Blue expand in the bottom right here. I didn't think they'd do that. That 6k was enough to get him back into the game. But I don't know if it's enough to win with. He's got the heroes, but I don't know that he's going to be... If he loses even a couple of these chimeras, he's in bad shape. He's definitely got a better army than Purple. These siege engines. Siege engines are good, but the rest of it, he just doesn't have enough DPS to really do a whole lot. He's going to try to take this expansion. Slowly bringing these peasants in. I don't know where this one came from. It came from this angle. I don't know where the hell he was. Took a vacation up here. We do have a skink over here. I don't know why. Mechanical critter skink. just hanging out in the top right. So there's not a whole lot of gold here. I'm not sure that they're going to let him expand on it, but it's almost not even worth it. It's 2,500. Fighting for it is almost not worth it. Trying to defend it, almost not worth it. And he's going to fight to defend it. So, and like I said, it's almost not worth it because he's going to lose more than 2.5k gold in army. Good positioning for blue. He might lose that Chimera there. Two Chimeras down. And the Pandaren Brewmaster falls. Terrible micro for blue. He loses his Pandaren Brewmaster, loses a bunch of Chimeras, and he's still fighting with his heroes for some reason. He's probably going to lose this Druid of the Claw. He's going to maybe lose that Mountain King. Or Mountain Giant, I keep saying Mountain King. Terrible micro there. So that's going to save the expansion here, and he's going to be able to mine. Well, it cost almost 500 to build this. There's 200. You can get 2k out of this, including the upkeep. He's probably only going to get 1,800 from this gold mine. Did he lose 1,800 in units to defend it? He dropped down to, I think, 71 food, so he might come out to be a net positive. Just because of the terrible micro of blue, mostly. He had a good position early on, and then he didn't micro himself out of the surround that the siege tanks got on the Chimeras. Druid of Claw. Got banished, but there wasn't a whole lot that he could do with the banish. It was just sort of banished. Trunkz finally built up his army. He's sitting at 5 Mountain Giants. I don't think I've ever seen a Mountain Giant heavy army. Or an army that's primarily Mountain Giants. But we're seeing one now. And a little bit of Hippogriff Riders and Dryads. Blue's coming for another round. He's down to 2k. He's gonna try again. I don't know why. I don't know what his end game is here. I think he got successfully manipped by Orange. Like I think he legitimately thinks Orange is dead or dying. So I think he, in his mind, if he takes out Purple or stops his expansion from Purple, he's got a good shot at winning, but I don't think he's scouted Orange in a while, so he doesn't see this mass Mountain Giant army. A couple tanks might fall. Actually, the Archmage killed one of his own tanks. If he had stopped that blizzard sooner, he might have been able to save that tank, or if he just staffed the tank. I guess that could have done the work too. So blue doing a much better job microing this time, but almost no mana on the Panda, which would help him. So, purple continues to hang out in the middle of the map and continues to mine, although he's barely got any left. At this point, he's mined the vast majority of it. My cat just sneezed. It's getting really hot in my room. Once you all know, I turned my air conditioning off for this because everyone complained about there being a jet engine in my room last time. So I don't have air conditioning and it's hot as shit in this room. I'm sweating balls right now. So I'm kind of hoping this thing ends soon. Speaking of balls, my cat's licking his right now. After sneezing. Kind of gross to think about. Anyway, back to Warcraft 3. So Trunkz is doing a good job of just hanging out and not talking. Magnesium... Oh no. Wait. Yeah, this is his... He just forgot about his owl scout. So I thought this was zTsoso's owl, but he doesn't have Priestess of the Moon, so that wouldn't make sense. He's just got an owl hanging out in his base. Alright, yeah, who needs to move that? Whatever. So, no gold left on the map. Now it's whatever gold you've got right now is what you're going to have for the rest of the game. Apart from selling. Purple's got a lot of stuff that he can sell. So, despite him only having 2,000 gold, he's got a lot of amazing items in his inventory if he needs to sell stuff. So, a little bit of action. We've got Purple going in for the kill on zTsoso. Trunkz did such a good job manipulating in this game. These guys just not properly scouting Trunkz. They don't see that he was dead lying. We got a cyclone going on for zTsoso, and actually has Purple's army completely cluttered, and we might lose the Archmage. It's not. I thought it was. So he originally tried to staff or teleport out, and then he got down to 58 life and decided to TP instead of mass TP. So he did try to mass TP out, and he almost died during it. So nice job saving the Archmage, but Plutonium did lose. Well, I don't know if he really lost a whole lot of units, but he took a lot of damage in the process, and I don't think Lickitung lost anything. I don't think maybe zTsoso lost one thing. He's down to 95. I didn't check where he started at the start of this. Someone's revealing. Does someone have Does someone have a crystal ball? I'm not sure how anyone's revealing.
A player's forces are under attack.
Just trying to figure out who's revealing because there's no... Oh, duh. So anyway, you see reveal, it's going to be the human player, and I should have been smart enough to realize that. He's got these arcane towers with sentry that can reveal. Tons of arcanes, so lots of reveals for him if he wants to see what's going on. He did reveal magnesium, so he does see that orange is at 100 food, and he's got an army built to kill this human army. Only at 93 food. I'm surprised he's sitting at 93 food. He could easily build another mountain giant for whatever reason. Yeah, so Purple sees that Orange is sitting at a much bigger army than he claims to be sitting at. And now he's talking about teaming Orange and trying to reduce him down a little bit. Lickiting's back to 100, so he must have lost something in that fight. Probably a Chimera.
forces are under attack.
Whole lot of nothing going on right now. I wish there was something to talk about, but I'm running out of things to talk about. Still good items on almost everyone, so no one has gotten so low as to having to sell. A couple more fights, and that's going to happen. Interesting conversation going on the chat feed for the stream.
Is under siege.
Someone's under siege? Oh, that's exciting. Blue's going to see all these Hippogriff riders. And interesting conversation on the chat stream right now. They're talking about how Shackles, which is... I don't think I talked too much about that. So, in the Battle Royale event, which is what we're playing right now, is FML's Team Battle Royale event, you can use... the captains of each team can use some cards. And these cards are powerful. They can do a lot of different things. In this match, the Shackles card was used. So each captain has, I believe, 5 cards. And one of them is called the Shackles card, which they can ban one hero from each race and the tavern. Death Knight was banned for undead, so that's why you're not seeing any undeads in this match. Shadow Hunter was banned for Orc, which makes it really difficult to play Orc, because you really need Shadow Hunter. The healing is definitely needed. Paladin banned for Human. Human, I think, is one of the few races that can get away with not having to use their healer, because they just have so many options for healing. They have their shop, which provides good healing, and then they've got the priests, which are pretty good for healing. Yeah, and then what else was banned? Alchemist was banned from the tavern, so we don't see any of those. And Keeper of the Grove for Night Elf. So that's what Shackles card does, and that's what we're seeing in this match. Purple is still going on blue. If Purple fights this, he's going to get wrecked. This is 100 food versus 80. He's fighting it. This is 100 food versus 80, and this is going to end very poorly for the human player. Tanks this time are in a decent position, but that Panda's got a lot of mana, so he can continue to just spam Breath of Fire on these tanks, and they're getting low already, and Breath of Fire might be coming out pretty soon. Panda Breed's getting this pretty low. Mountain King's getting low. Panda almost died, and oof, was able to save the Panda. Demon Hunter getting a nice attack from behind, a mass TP coming out, and Lutonium does not lose a whole lot, and neither does Lickitung, but Lutonium definitely lost the most in that fight. Lutonium down 4 food, Lickitung down 1, so he must have lost a Wisp. Not such a big deal. Anyway, I was trying to talk about the Shackles card, so let's go back to the conversation. So we were talking about the Shackles card and how some races become useless with the Shackles card. So Undead is now... You're not going to see an Undead in this match. They were talking about how zTsoso is off racing because of the Shackles card. So he decides to go Human because he doesn't feel like he can play without the Paladin. So that's why you're seeing zTsoso, who is playing as the blue player here. That's why you're seeing him playing as Elf instead of his standard Human. But in my opinion, I think Human is still pretty strong without Paladin. I think he still can get some pretty strong hero combinations. But Night Elf is definitely the best. You can use anything with Night Elf. There's no real... There's some synergy with the heroes, but their heroes don't have as much synergy as the other races do. And the Night Elf's Moonwells allow you to heal anyone. Trunkz still claiming he doesn't have a lot of gold, but he has almost 9k banked, which is more than double what these other guys have. They need to start teaming, and that's what needs to happen. That's what's going to get this game moving. So they probably should be teaming orange, but I don't know if that's what's going to happen. And they just got to talk it out right now and kind of figure out what the plan is. So that kind of leaves us with a little bit of a boring match. We've got 6-6-5 for blue, 7-4-5 for purple, and we still have a level 2 Priestess of the Moon with a level 7 and a level 6 on orange's side. So I would say Magnesium does not have the hero advantage that he had previously in this game. I think Lickitung or zTsoso has the best at the moment. He's getting close to having 2 level 6s, or 3 level 6s, I should say. Panda is a little more than halfway. Blue, he's not scouting. zTsoso's not scouting as well as he should be, but I think he honestly could probably roll into orange's base and get a free kill here. There's nothing that orange has is very scary to a mass Chimera army. I think like Magnesium was kind of banking on orange winning this fight here, or sorry, purple winning this fight here, and he's not doing that.
A player's forces are under attack.
Plutonium finding some... This is the Great Wall, finding some creeps. Apparently there was more. Now there's no more. We need to fight with OJ? I'm not sure what he's talking about there. I don't know if he means he wants to fight orange, or if he wants orange to fight with blue.
A player's forces are under attack.
What these guys need to do is they need to force... Yeah, that crab finally died. Was that the one that was up here? Oh, this peasant's back on vacation again. He's hanging out in his island. Yeah, why not? Yeah, what they need to start doing is they need to start forcing orange into action. They should be teaming him just for the sake of the fact that orange hasn't done anything in a while. But yeah, blue, if he just a little bit of scouting and sees that orange army, zTsoso really could just roll into orange's base, steal experience, and he probably could win right there. I wasn't liking blue's position a half an hour ago, and now I'm really liking it. They let him expand down here and take all the gold that was here, which was enough to get him back to 100 food. And he hasn't really lost much since. Yes, fucking mountain giants with... I love this mountain giant army. You don't see this. Well, purple's going after Trunkz, and Trunkz has an army literally fit for fighting against purple. So, These mountain giants are absolutely devastating the siege engines. But the thing is, this army's garbage against blue. So if zTsoso were to run into Trunk's base, it would be basically just free experience. It'd be free experience, and I don't know why he's not doing it. Just roll in there, just wreck everything. I mean, it would force Orange to make a stronger army, which could eventually bite Blue in the butt, but it might be worth it for the experience. Whole lot of nothing going on, so we're gonna hang out with these peasants that just seem to be enjoying the view. A beautiful view of Typhoon. Honestly, it wouldn't be a bad place to take a vacation. I'd go here. Have an island to myself. Heck, why not? Live with the Murlocs for a day. Got some down here too. Jesus, they're everywhere. Great Wall is prepared. If it comes down to a base race, he's prepared.
A player's forces are under attack.
Not a bad looking map. Not used very often, and I'm actually really surprised that we didn't see one of the other cards, which is the exploration card. I'm surprised we didn't see an exploration card used on this map. Exploration card allows you to change the map. Each team's got 5 of them. And we got another teleport, so I think Great Wall is just getting really bored. I don't necessarily blame him. I'm getting pretty bored as a caster as well. It's almost 4 o'clock. Hopefully we can get some action soon. Game's been going for 2 hours now. Plutonium going to kill some bases, but I don't think he's going to do a whole lot more than that. He just doesn't have the army to fight this. Mass Mountain Giants, you wouldn't think is strong, but against siege engines, pretty good. Hippogriff Riders are useless. Siege engine has fallen, and Blue decided to back off. Another siege engine falls, so Blood Mage forced the TP. Chimera's coming in. This is what's going to be bad for Magnesium. So if Lickitung actually wants to fight this, and he should, if he just goes in there and fights this, that could be the end of the game right there. Oh, he's not doing it. Come on, Blue. You need to kill him now. This is your moment. Ah, he's not doing it. He can do it. I mean, Purple just lost a bunch of siege engines. He's down to 73 food. He can't really build more than that. Trunkz has a useless 83 food 98 food army. Can't do numbers right now. A useless 98 food army. If you run in there and kill him now, he can't use that 8k. Not that zTsoso knows the gold counts, but this army he's already losing his base. He can't build anything better.
A player's forces are under attack.
Looks like Magnesium's gonna force him to fight. Okay, so we got a battle. Lickatung's coming in. Chimera's focusing on the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter goes into Metamorphosis. Oh, we got a tornado coming out. It's going to slow everything down, and these Hippogriff Riders are just falling quick. Pandaren Brewmaster falls. A Chimera does fall. But all of these Hippogriff Riders fall, and Blue actually is forced to teleport. How did he lose that fight?
A player's forces are under attack.
He didn't really lose it. There were two 100 food armies. Magnesium's down to 76 food. So Trunkz is down to 76 food, and zTsoso is down to 87 food. Most of that was the panda dying. He did lose a couple of chimeras, but for the most part, he came away without losing a whole lot. I don't know how he lost that panda, though. That was just poor playing. He's been doing not a very good job of keeping that panda alive. He should have staffed it. He should have... I don't know if he has a potion on him, but he should have kept him back or something. He's just not doing a good job keeping him alive. Orange still sitting on a lot of food, a lot of gold, but he doesn't have production buildings. So really, he only has one Chimera Roost, so he can't go air unless he starts to build production buildings again. So I don't think it's really, besides building mass dryads, he can't really counter what Blue's doing. And Blue can easily base and win against Orange at the moment. The Dryads are good against Chimeras, but really they're not good against base race situations. So you can easily hit and run these buildings and stay away from the Dryads and win. So I think that might be the downfall of Trunkz if he doesn't start using this gold. He's going to lose in a base race. Plutonium going somewhere. I don't know what he's doing. Last time he did this, he lost 2 siege engines. So let's see what happens this time. I think he's just trying to base race. I don't know. I don't know what's going through his head. He's not... This is not the move. He can kill the Chimera Roost, and maybe that's his end game. Nope. So massive damage being done to the siege engine here. He does staff it out, and it does not look like Plutonium's going to lose a whole lot of anything. Loses the Hunter's Hall. I don't remember. So it looks like Orange can't build Huntresses now, which is a crying shame. Oh, and Blue actually went... I didn't even notice it. Blue went into Purple's base. And, oh, he's just going to clean up now. I think zTsoso might have just realized that he can win. Soso might have realized he can win the game by just base racing, and he might be trying to take out the Great Wall right here. He can do it. I don't know. He's running out of time. We've got the orange player rolling in. Trunkz. Oh, and he did lose a Chimera. Might lose a second one. Got to staff that. His staffing micro has been poor in this game so far. On the other hand, Great Wall's been very good as far as staffing goes. Magnesium's going to run in, and this is the problem with being surrounded. You're in the way for everything. Good staff there, but might lose the Panda. Oh, he saves the Panda. Panda just barely survives. Down to 42 health was the lowest it got. Wow. Almost got a snipe on that. So that's the problem with being surrounded on this map. You're stuck in the middle of everyone. You can't really make a good move. So coming from behind, this is how Trunkz needs to win this. If he can force a fight, that'll help him. Although these Chimeras can just... If zTsoso wanted to, and he should just take all these Chimeras and do a base race. Although it would put him in a poor position against He might be. I don't know if he's doing it. We put him in a poor position against the human. There's no way he can beat an army of dryads. Oh, we got purple coming in. So the Great Wall is coming in behind.
A player's forces are under attack.
zTsoso lost nothing besides some buildings. So he's... Oh, and he's going to lose a mountain giant as well. Trunkz TP's in time, lost that Chimera Roost, not that he was using them anyway. So there's action, but no one is committing to a full fight. They're kind of just poking, seeing what they can get, and backing off. Yeah, these chimeras are going to be huge. He can base race. The problem is he can't base race the human. I really do think it was a smart move going after the human player when he did the Great Wall. The problem is the Great Wall talked too much, and Trunkz did see the attack coming and helped him out and pushed him back. But that was exactly what needed to happen. He needs to go for the base race. He pretty much has Trunkz by the balls as far as the base race goes. This will be flattened by chimeras in seconds. As long as he doesn't lose too many of these chimeras, he's in a really good position. I don't know if he sees it. We got two players coming in on attack. Trunkz is coming in to try to finish off zTsoso. The problem with zTsoso is he doesn't have any proxy buildings, so he needs to go for base race, and I've been saying it for a while now. He needs to start building proxy buildings. Trunkz coming in. See, I really don't think he should bother fighting this. Because I don't think he can... Well, chimeras are doing a lot of damage to the mountain giants. So maybe he can push back Trunkz. Trunkz can definitely fight him. He just doesn't want to fight him.
A player's forces are under attack.
Chimeras are coming in. I don't know why he's bringing his chimeras away from his base. Alright, so zTsoso is abandoning his base, which is sort of stupid because he doesn't have any proxy buildings. Nor does he have the gold to make any in the last second. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on. I think he might just be conceding the game. So, interesting turn of events. Looks like we had a bit of a suicide. Blue is suiciding orange, or sorry, purple, and that's forced. Blue's out of the game now. I don't see how. He needs to turn back now if he wants to survive. It's taking forever to Trunkz to kill these buildings. If he wants to survive, he needs to turn back now. So, zTsoso needs to start preparing for a base race. It's way too late at this point, but it's not too late. He needs to start preparing for a base race. He needs to build proxy buildings, and he needs to get himself back into a position to win this game. Great Wall coming in on attack here against Trunkz, and Trunks' army is fit for fighting against the Great Wall, and I don't know why Trunkz keeps complaining about not being able to win, but he is a very good army that can easily kill human. I think zTsoso could basically decide who wins this game at this point. He could take out the siege engine, which he should be doing. He's going to kill a siege engine and drop Plutonium.
Players' forces are under attack.
Down to 64 food, looks like. Oh, there we go. I didn't see this before, but he does have a proxy building. He needs more than that. Luckily, somebody just pointed that out. So I've been talking out of my ass this whole time. Thanks, guys. So yeah, so Blue conceded his building, conceded his base to look weak. So they now think that they can kill these last couple buildings to win the game, whereas he does have a proxy base over here. Well, they do know that he's got a proxy base, so they do have to search for it. Because he's not going to get revealed, they'll know that he's got a proxy tree of life.
A player's forces are under attack.
I don't know if he's just afraid of invisible units. There's no invisible units that could possibly exist in this game. I mean, I guess sorceresses could build something. Maybe he's a, but he keeps going to critters. So he's not looking for critters, which he should. If that's what he's worried about, he'd be killing critters. Purple's just very slowly being whittled down. He's at 84 food now, only 4 tanks. Couple spell breakers. They need to start focusing orange, and focusing orange quick.
A player's forces are under attack.
And blue needs to base race. What's PP mean? Alright, I'm going to take a break also. Be right back. Oh, alright. For those just tuning in, you're watching the Battle Royale. Battle Royale 2. I'm your caster, WorpeX. Battle Royale is sponsored by the Free For All Masters League. It is a team-based competition with 5 different teams of 8 players. And we play a whole bunch of free-for-all games, and at the end of the event, whoever got the most wins wins the tournament. That's it. That's the news. Returning champion is Team Ravenclaw. They are not in this match. We have pretty much revealed all the players already at this point. So we've got zTsoso, which is the blue Night Elf. Wow, 2-minute break has just killed my brain already. Trunkz, which is the orange Night Elf, and then the Great Wall, which is our human player. We had Mr. Sweets in this match as well. He was our orc. He was eliminated within the first half an hour. Oh, I need my headphones on. I want to hear sounds. Okay, good. So Great Wall is putting some pressure on Trunkz here, and Trunkz is down to... This is his... Yeah. I'm trying to see if Orange has any proxy buildings. He does not. Really, his base is extremely susceptible to a base race, and I think that's what Blue needs to do, and that's what zTsoso should be looking out for. He's not doing that, though. That's what I'd be doing. I'd be going after the buildings. So zTsoso's not doing that. He's going to just try to pick off these mountain giants. Not that they're a threat to zTsoso. They are a threat to these siege tanks. And the Great Wall is just taking one down. And Great Wall is starting to lose some more units. He's almost down to 50 food now. Trunkz is sitting at 80. He's been losing a lot. Another Dryad falls. Another mountain giant is on his way down. And it falls. So Trunkz not doing too well in this 2 versus 1. He's down to 67 food. He's got enough. He's got more than enough gold to build another army. And oh, that Chimera is going to escape with its life just barely. And this is going to come down to a Hero Arena base race very shortly, especially if they continue to hit Orange and not back off like they are currently doing. A couple Chimeras might fall. I don't know if we've any more teleports on. Yep, they do have some more teleports. Down to 80 food, so he definitely got the... zTsoso got the best of that fight. We had one Chimera here who did not get healed when he went back to his base. Just sort of walked his way back.
Players' forces are under attack.
Great Wall is currently doing a whole lot of nothing. That was Great Wall's best opportunity to really do some damage but he didn't do anything. Luckily, they saved these Moonwells so he can heal up a little bit. I mean, that's kind of clutch. You are not revived. You're not revealed is what he meant to say. And that's because of this building right down here. He's got a Tree of Life in the corner, which they have not done any searching for, which they'll do. We now have some flying machines that are out searching. zTsoso needs to go for that base race. I've been saying it all game. He's got the army to do it. He just needs to pony up and do it. I think his best option is to base race Trunkz, get him out of the game, and if he is able to escape, with a bunch of chimeras, he can easily finish off the army here of the Great Wall. Although I didn't see this. He's got a couple hidden units yet. Not that any of these units are really going to affect the Chimera attack, but... yeah, he's prepping for a base race. He knows that this is how it's going to end. He knows how it's going to end, so he's just prepping for a base race. He wants to have as few buildings on the map as possible. And that's exactly what this player, Trunkz, needs to start doing as well. He shouldn't be sitting in his base with no secondary base. Especially with the amount of gold he's got. He should be building, he should be doing something. He's doing a good job as far as manipulating the other players. He's doing an extremely good job in that sense. But he's against some players who know how to manip as well. And they can see through manip. And zTsoso is one of them. He's been around long enough, he knows how to... He can see through manip, he can scout for himself, he knows what's going on. So, the real question is whether or not the Great Wall will do the same. Finally building a proxy, but it's really close to his main, so it's not exactly very well hidden. The Great Wall is going to come up behind and try to kill these mountain giants. He doesn't want these mountain giants alive. Because these mountain giants are a huge threat to the siege engines that he has. So yeah, he considers that a big concern. Plutonium is revealed, so the human player gets revealed. Now things are going to get interesting. So we got the orange player. Oh, I thought he was going to continue that attack. He could have probably picked some units off there. Trunkz almost had a really good position there. He had the siege engines separated from the main army and the heroes. We got an assassination team that's just going around taking out wisps, apparently. Head-on fight now. So we finally are level 6 with the Panda Brewmaster from zTsoso, and that's going to be very helpful in taking out Dryads. He's currently soloing the Dryads. Earth is the last one left, though. We might... Panda might fall. Oh. Is it not the last one left? He might have ran the other one away. I just didn't see it. Panda was doing a real good job there of taking out these Dryads, which is what they need to do. These Dryads are a big problem. Good staff. And, oh, another good staff. That Naga Sea Witch is so close to being dead. Luckily, he's still got some Moonwells left. Is able to heal up. And zTsoso is going to push back, as he's just trying to pick some units off with his heroes. Now we finally get some proxy buildings, but they're only Ancient of Winds. So I don't know what... I don't know what his goal is with those. Ancient of Winds. What's he going to do with the Ancient of Winds?
A player's forces are under attack.
Fairy dragons? Still 68 food for Trunkz. He's starting to build a little bit more, but he's pushing into the main base. I think he wants blood. He wants to try and take him out, but I don't... Well, he's got to know that he isn't revealed. At the very least, he wants to try and take out these Moonwells. They're starting to realize that he's got a lot of gold, so that's why they're going on him. So Trunkz is down to only 1,600 gold. But he can definitely build his way back up to at least 80 food. Although, a lot of that's in archers that he's probably going to get refunded once this dies. Why is he building archers? Now up to 1,800. Oh, we might lose the Tree of Ages. That'll be huge if that falls, and he's going to force it. He's going to do it. Still forcing the attack is the Great Wall. He's got his Phoenix out. And the Demon Hunter is getting focused down. Down to 200 health, and he pops. Oh, he dies in the middle of his transformation to Metamorphosis. The Demon Hunter has fallen. That was huge. He's going to try to get away and save that siege engine. Does, and huge fight for the Great Wall, and that's going to put Trunkz down on everyone else's level. I think trying to go for the manipulation strat was just not smart, because he's playing against good opponents that can see through it. A little bit of scouting and you can see through manipulation, and he got seen pretty quickly. Got some hippogriffs going, which is, I guess that'll help, because I'm not too sure that blue has any hippogriffs left. There's one there. There's a dryad there. I don't know why he's got random hippogriffs scattered throughout the map. There's two there. Another one there. So they're not in good position, so the Trunkz could literally take those hippogriffs and just absolutely dominate. A couple more hippogriff riders, but no Demon Hunter, so this is going to be interesting. But that Mountain King is just not staying alive. Oh, Mountain King falls! Will we have a Sea Witch fall as well? No, I don't think so. Mountain King is down. I'm not even too sure if he can get revived. He's food blocked at 48. So he can't revive it without killing something. Some archers fall. I think they're suiciding each other. I think zTsoso is going to win. And a Priestess of the Moon falls. Not that that was a high level or anything, but Priestess of the Moon down too. Need to get a teleport off. We got a backstab. Oh, and he does not get the kill. Blood Mage just barely survives. zTsoso went for the backstab at a great time, but does not get the kill. And Trunkz is food blocked at 30, so he's got to kill all these Dryads in order to remake all his heroes. Because he lost two of them. He lost the Priestess of the Moon, he lost the Demon Hunter. Now he can revive the Demon Hunter. It's going to take a long time. It's level 8, and it cost him a good bit of change. I think zTsoso might win this, but zTsoso's on one base. This is a base race. If they can find zTsoso's last building in time, they can stop this 100 food army Chimera push. I believe that Trunkz lost all of his anti-air. Or at least he lost enough that the small amount of hippogriffs that zTsoso has can easily handle it. It'd be a really impressive win if Soso is able to come back from almost near defeat and win it. Great playing from him so far. I think I can't tell what's going on. Is he... Great Wall might be just suiciding?
A player's forces are under
No, he's going to ignore the buildings here. So he is going for blue. The real question is, does he see the Tree of Life? Does he know where he does? Oh, he just stopped! I don't know if he saw it. I think he did. He saw it. He definitely saw it. But he's got no more tanks. The tanks didn't teleport. He saw it, the tanks didn't teleport, but the Hippogriff here is going to point out the location, and he's going to see the heroes coming in. Oh, that Archmage might fall. It's going to fall. Oh, I think it survived. We've had so many close saves in this match. 39 health. Hippogriff's going to... Yeah, that Hippogriff's going to die. Not that that matters, but... Oh, man, I can't believe that survived.
town is under siege.
Oh, come on, he's just on vacation. Well, one of the vacationing peasants dies. So now it gets interesting. Because zTsoso is kind of stuck. I don't think he's got a teleport. He does have one scroll of teleportation, so... the Great Wall knows his location. He knows the location of the Tree of Life, and I don't know if he's revealed it. He might not have revealed it to Trunkz or not. If he reveals it to Trunkz, that basically forces... It forces zTsoso to stay back and guard that last base. There's Magnesium is... Trunkz has got the ability to stop all this. He's got both of his heroes back, so he's got the Demon Hunter. I just don't know if he knows the location of the last building, so I wasn't reading chat. I don't know if the Great Wall revealed it or not.
Player's forces are under attack.
It's only one base. There's still a Spirit Walker alive. Sure, why not? One Orc is still alive.
Is under siege.
With no allegiances. He's just hanging out. I don't know why... I don't know why the Great Wall is going after Trunkz still. I don't think he's in the strongest position, Trunkz. He only has 700 gold, 32 food. Definitely not as strong as zTsoso.
A player's forces are under attack.
Hippogriff probably gonna fall. My cat just walked in front of my computer screen, so I can't see anything. Okay. Here it comes. So, oh man, this Hippogriff is in prime location. Tree of Life is at full health still, hasn't really done a whole lot of damage to it. And, oh, that Demon Hunter's in a horrible spot. It's surrounded. He can staff it. He's got the Naga. Naga's got to get close enough to staff it. It's not close enough yet. He's going to die. He's definitely dead. Oh, man, this game is over. This game is over, folks. zTsoso is going to come out with a win. Oh, an Ice Arrow does stop the Priestess of the Moon. What's with the lag there? That's random. Does he have enough to revive? He does have enough to revive. Just barely. Panda's almost dead. And he can't heal. Keep that in mind. It doesn't really matter, but he can't heal. I don't know if there's a Mountain King. I don't think the Mountain King's back. That's it. No Mountain King. Oh, there's a Mountain King. He's up here. So Mountain King's alive, but he's in no position to snipe.
A player's forces are under attack.
Random lag spike. So, that Demon Hunter's not going to come back. Smart move. That panda's real low.
A player's forces are under attack.
This one flying machine will eventually kill the Chimera. That Chimera should fall. Tavern revive for the Demon Hunter. But it doesn't help. I mean, I'm not too sure that he's got Metamorphosis. He doesn't have a teleport. He might be able to finish off this Brewmaster, but he's just in such a poor position. Oh, I was looking at the wrong player. I got confused for a second there. Okay, so what is with this lag? So, if zTsoso is able to pull this off, he's on team maybe next time. They're currently situated in last place. Well, it's a tie for last place. 3 teams are tied for last place. Team maybe next time, Manipinocchios and Ravenclaw. If they win that, they will be positioned in second place, tied with Cumulo brothers. Trunkz is part of Cumulo brothers. And that will be a boon to Shave. The Great Wall, the other player in this match, is on Manipinocchios, also in last place, although I don't see the Great Wall winning this one. But crazier things have happened, so you never know. So really, Shave has no chance. They had Mr. Sweets. They were the player that's been eliminated, so they can't win this one. This game, the standings are just going to get closer and closer.
A player's forces are under attack.
Cumulo brothers are the only team that's one game out from first. So if Trunkz can win this, they do take first place. He definitely has a shot at winning here, although he does not have any proxy buildings. So, well, he's got Ancient of Wind over here. Really, by proxy buildings, I'm kind of referring to Tree of Lives, which he does not have. So I think he's got to be revealed by this point, unless he's got something I don't know about.
Forces are under attack.
I think the lag may have subsided a little bit. Hopefully it's done now. It's a real close match right now. It could be... zTsoso is down to just one building. So, it's real... And I don't think he has a teleport anymore. Nor the gold. Oh, he does still have one. So he must have just bought one. He just used his last 350 gold, 400 actually, to purchase that last Scroll of Town portal. So he's got one more. If he leaves, he needs to make it count. And Magnesium can see him leaving, so he knows... Uh-oh, this is probably not smart. He does not have that crucial Hippogriff.
Player's forces are under attack.
He's got a teleport. Final building's under attack again, so... Oh no, this is my fault. Decent amount of damage being put onto it, but I don't think it's enough. Priestess of the Moon is staffed. And I don't... It doesn't look like he's got enough DPS to do this. Not a TPS. And that lag is terrible. That's going to be the end of... It's going to be the end of Cumulo's chances to take first place, I think. He doesn't have any gold to revive anything. He's down at... He only has 8 food and just a handful of buildings that I believe are revealed. Yeah, they have to be revealed at this point. Yeah, their only shot really is to team up and just focus that Tree of Life. And if they could somehow kill that Tree of Life, this would be a real interesting game. But I don't see it happening. It's going to be tough. Maybe with the Phoenix and maybe with a Demon Hunter. But he doesn't have a Demon Hunter, so he'd have to somehow sell enough to get the Demon Hunter back, which you could sell for the Orb of Venom for 150, Step Reservation for 75, I think. Nah, it's not enough. Phoenix isn't going to do it. His defense is strong enough. And they're talking about the human doing a teleport on the Phoenix to win the game, which may work, but I think there's too much. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. Still going to farm over here, still going to farm over here. There's still plenty for the Night Elf to kill. Ah, he doesn't kill it. There we go. So the human's going in for another attack on the Tree of Life. So we got one Chimera here, and he's just going to force an attack, and he's missing with the Blizzard, but that Blood Mage is in a terrible position. These Chimeras are starting to get picked off. He should be able to kill it before the Chimera or the Blood Mage dies. Chimera should be down. The Tree of Life escapes out the back. He's going to have no idea where it went. He's like, what's going on here? He's going to be met with a panda when he comes out the other side. Panda's coming in. Can he get the kill? He does get the kill. Blood Mage is down. No more Phoenix. And, oh, I think that might be the game. Priestess of the Moon around the back. I don't think zTsoso knows that Priestess of the Moon is there. He's going to stealth his way out. Stealths his way out. I think it's over. Without the beast, without the Blood Mage, I don't think that there's going to be enough damage. Priest of the Moon going to be down too. That's it. That's all that he's got, and he can't. He's still got 3 food. I believe they're all in wisps. No, he might have a Dryad somewhere. Nope, there's a wisp there. What the hell does he have? Oh, Hippogriff and a wisp. That's all he's got left. Oh, and he leaves. So now it's a one-on-one. Now it should be over. I don't think Great Wall is going to give up, but there's really no chance because I don't see him being able to provide enough damage to take out the tree before his units get killed. Yeah. Without the Blood Mage, I don't see him winning. That said, he might be able to sell enough to get the Blood Mage. It'd be interesting if QS, what QS had just said is retrain to get the Elementals, and maybe some Water Tauren can do it. That would be enough DPS. Oh, that Dryad almost fell. Thought it was going to die. Mountain King still hangs out here. Not too many bases left for the Great Wall, and I think they're all scouted. I think it's over. He's doing an attempt. This is the last chance, and he gave. Oh no, he died. He died while trying. That's game. zTsoso takes the win. Congratulations to him. A 2.5 hour match. And that is going to put his team into second place. And that's team maybe next time. That's the team that got crushed last event. And this event, they are in a shot and a good place to take first place. Be an interesting story to go from no wins in the first Battle Royale to winning the second Battle Royale. So congratulations to zTsoso, a great play as he's finally able to pull off a base race to win it. Huge hero score. He had a real close match between all three of these players. I mean, look at these scores here. 26,000. Fuck, dude. 268,000, 244,000, and 226,000. Real close. It was a very good match. Congratulations to all the players, and hope everyone had a good night and enjoyed the stream.